Hello, hello. How y'all doing this evening? Hopefully y'all doing good. Doing all this stuff manually tonight, so we're gonna just keep going at it like this. Ugh. Give me a second here. Doing things manual tonight. Like I said, I ran over here before stream started so that we wouldn't have to deal with travel time from where I gathered the where I attuned to the crystal. So flecks of random dose in the whirls, but nevertheless they appear enough to bear the trolley without issue. Nice to know. Oh yeah. There. I will have to take out this coyote. Actually, how much damage up is? Ooh, 10%. Trolley car. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, it's clearly old. It appears to be well maintained. Even though it looks clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Well maintained, you say? Last one, that Talos? Inside here then? I was right. The coyote can open the door! No! Conspicuous cup. The cup is slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long in the if the color is any indication, remains within. I don't think Yang would know how long tea would be steeped, but you know. Summon Philia. No. House. Assuming I'm going for Urianger all the way to the F over there. Ah, he's next to a Talos. Oh, hi. You're literally hiding right behind one of them pillars, and I don't like it. What, for realsies though? Fine. Nope. Urianger. Ah, Yang, what hast thou discovered? Things! Things, my good sir, things! Yes, I see. Indeed, thine observation are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Alright. B2B, I found things that made it look like this was actually relatively new. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm team besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. Deeper voice. These Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems in the soul, nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Yang, I do believe you'll find a person somewhere, of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses of the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two were out, have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. There's only one dude in the northwest and you're going after a party in the southeast. Okay. Okay. Still tired. This whole week has made me super tired. Super duper tired. I'm gonna ignore you this time. I don't care for you. I do not care. You've got to catch me to make me care. And you do not. Haha. You are a suspicious man. With axe. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. What are you? I think I need to talk to the dude. Oh no, he's gone. He gone. He finish. He blow his load. Alright, how are you guys doing? Well-muscled man and fresh-faced man. I recognize these guys. How did you guys do? I feel a bit bad for them. They elect to take up arms against us, though our outcome was quite plain from the first. Yes, we're on the first. On these up and going again? There we go. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands to come to take what isn't ours. We honestly look like we need to steal, what, some rusted bits of irons? Don't be absurd, we're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. I love how it zoomed into Rianche when it got to that point. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you come all this way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaf, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by the two most loyal servants and sworn to follow her until the world's end, and on that journey they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, they offered to be their guide, and they shut up. End up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that you're being in the event that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but I am rather have large concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of the ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Grants me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for the means by which to travel to Nabathrang, and we were hoping that a trolley here might offer a solution. I realize we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! Should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jerk and Thaf at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does the repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little need of transport these days, but there's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling on the track once again would make hearts soar. Mark my words. You hear no arguments from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we like, truth be told. Well, if there's anything we could do to assist you, we could gather the materials and put pieces together. It's slight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one who understands the full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you'd like. We'll introduce you. I gotta double check to see if there's a stop off on the way before we get to the town. If there's not, then I'm teleporting. Well, our options are limited, but if this Magnus can explain whatever it is that's preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right, looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Twiggity Twine! Twiggity Twine, Twine, to Twin, Twin, Twine. Okay, first we gotta talk here anyway. Come to think of it, Arianje was always fond of fairy tales. Dost thou seek sorcerer's wisdom, young one? Uh-huh. A quest for lost love. Perhaps that could have been me had things been different. To be honest, I'm impressed that you thought of the trolley to begin with. So few seem to these days. You're used to living without it, I suppose. Rust and ruin. If you're ready, we can leave now. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? Thought he'd come out by now. I punched the crap out of him. You think he might be alright? Well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Alright, looks like it's just you lot and me then. I'll try not to take let anything take a bite at you on your way out of the rail yard. The gnome doesn't look like it bites. Is there a stopover? There is a stopover. Okay, so travel then, because there's a stopover. Leave me alone. I know there are not many leaves, but leave me alone anyway. Hey, thanks again, Giovanni. Nice seeing ya. Hey, Thaf. Damn, that's Mats. Did he have to thump me so hard? Be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done now, though. I pointed your over-eager companions in the right direction, and they've gone ahead, so we've got to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has much of a shorter stride, that's a more perilous route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone to fall through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. You take the high road and I take the low road. Is there another stopover, or are we getting... No, we got it. We gotta keep going, guys. Moo. Moo. F. Wait a moment. I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, all right. Run! Oh, it's just a gibbering coyote. Just a gibbering coyote. Oh no, with an open billy, now we're talking about a little bit more damage that we need to take care of here. Alrighty, alrighty. Uh-oh. I am running low on the HPs. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. So fate in the way, but other than that... the defensive fate, so shouldn't matter. Oh god, you ran right into something bigger, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Smart puppy. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly trying though, so we should make it without further incident. I don't think we are. Actually, we're a lot closer than I thought. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wonderful. And here we are. I could have teleported, but at that point, it's such a short distance, it's not worth the money. Alright, what do you guys have to say about yourself? The town is small, but everything seems so purposeful. It's amazing. Odd place to find it like this still occupied. Odd to find a place like this still occupied. It must have come dangerously close to being consumed by the flood. Testament to man's resilience. That civilization may be found at the very edge of the world. This is it! Welcome to Twine! The original dwellings were built to house the laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came seeking their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But the trolley still brought them here. As doubtless you noticed, the track goes to the very heart of town. It was the heart of town back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each day. In the mines. There's no trolley now. Now that there's no trolley, nor much work to be done in the mines, for that matter, only the residents remain are destitute, delusional, and those with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That you should have That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go meet the man. Yee. Voice cutscene, or am I gonna have to keep voice acting? Ugh. Pretty stretch. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen you three in my life. All the four of you? You're white. If you're gonna bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one's deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them in the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabath Rang, so they came to ask you about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing to Nabath Rang. Not anymore. Especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach Nabath Rang. I must. Bah. You have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is ruined. Nothing more. And you're not getting in there. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. So what you're saying is we first have to invent a machine that runs on hopes and dreams to then power the trolley. I think we can pull this off. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabath Rang. If you insist the trolley's not an option, at least tell us why. No. Sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. You seem familiar. When a guy drinks way to piss off. I'd be lying if I said I didn't expect that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. It's worth nothing that you're sorry. I sense there's more to this belligerent drunk and his tale. Stubborn ass. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. And he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us. But perhaps we should ask the other residents? They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town, and let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand and witness fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Urianger. It's a matter of choice. And I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Inquiries! I can't do British! I apologize to all the people that are British that watch me, and I know that there are some out there. Very well, you can do this, Alden. Give me your bi-colored gemstones. Oh, that's not what you meant. That's not what I meant. I have stuff. Things that I could trade to you. That sound good? Ah. This stuff. Oh, the writing maps come out of this thing. Oh god, I gotta do that on my main. Means I gotta go do fates. Jerk! Jarek. Oh, there you are. I'm pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble. He's just fine. Just a bit shaken up is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? Ah, I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest is not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I'm sorry we couldn't be any help, though. I could have at least shown you to the trawler car we have if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. No. You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing Magnus is... Magnus? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge an iron without an anvil, after all. Can't imagine anything you try to do will work, but if you're certain, then I can make preservations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're gonna inspect the rails. I'll have a long look at the tracks, and if anything need repair, you bring the tools, and I'll be ready to hand them when I stop to work. So we are doing stuff. Okay, just to not be bored while doing like some of this other bits, and also to get some extra gears, I'm gonna queue up solo for Katana Ravel, because it'll probably take a hot minute for that to happen. Oh, looks like a bit of work. Are you ready the tools for me? You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant! Now, if you can have me what I need as I work, that would be a great help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Mid-size wrench. She does work on her bike. She would know the tools. Not that it's the rag. Thank you. This will do nicely. Now, give me one moment and... But like I said, Yang does work on her bike regularly. I'm fairly certain she knows what she would be doing. There. I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue down along the track. Now, if I mess up, it's because I messed up, and I don't know tools that well. But if it's a bolt, it's probably going to need a wrench, if not a screwdriver. Considering a screwdriver was not one of the choices, this has to be a bolt. Yeah, but hopefully I'll get some more upgraded parts here. And I'll have like the ravel. I need to get rid of this bracelet. Basically, that's the main thing I have to get rid of, because everything else is only just slightly better. Did I? Oh, I just ran right past him. Probably I was looking at my character sheet. I'm a bit concerned about this lantern post. Would you ready the tools for me? Would you just ask me for the tools? Why do I have to put them down every single time, my dude? And then the toolbox. Muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief. You open it up once again. What hand did you have around, you know? As to the lamp here, they aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. If by some miracle night returns as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether it's a lamp to be lit or not, we wouldn't want to waste these pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. Okay, so hold on. Sorry, I gotta be right back. Bing! And we'll do this again in a moment. And honestly, this is probably a lot more fun to do. I love my opener. Perfect. Musically, I gotta say that freaking the Raktika is probably my favorite area. Visually, it's definitely Ilmeng. Chakaka. Oh, sorry. I just noticed the healer's name there. Okay, we big pulling boys. I mean, we do have a black mage. Oh man. Oh dear. The tank went down. There's literally nothing I can do about that. I can only defeat this a little bit more. All right. Good recovery. We killed some things. I felt like some of those tethered, but they didn't. Yeah, the blim is missing. There they are. Lily Lovelace. Gotta love alliteration. Alrighty. Man, when your boot shine does more damage than the freaking Forbidden chakra. Feels bad, man. Feels totally bad. Alright. Oh, I have 20 seconds before Fist of Riddle of Fire comes back up. That's gonna feel real bad. Onto this for a second. I popped Brotherhood far too early. I gotta say. I didn't earn anything because I was waiting for Riddle of Fire to come back up. That hurt. That was a me problem. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Not one smidgen. Alrighty, we have about 40 seconds before we have to worry about certain things again. Stay on this side, so it's gonna be right about here. Oh! Ow! That was like a really tight window that I didn't pay attention to. That's okay. I won't worry about it. I'm gonna wait at least a couple seconds before I pop Brotherhood again, just so I can line it up again with Riddle of Fire. Pop that now, just so that we can get around to it again. Especially with the other Brotherhoods. Brotherhood's over. Brotherhood is over and done with. Oh, nope, don't want to be there. Okay. Not bad, we're doing okay. Could be better though. But the fact that I'm noticing where my weaknesses are kind of gives me good heart that I'm thinking about this a little harder than I was a while ago. Nope. I'm over here. Oh, right. His other side. It's okay. It's okay. I lived. I need. This is what I came here for. Oh, I completely forgot. Yeah, I'll take this. Please give me loot. Black Mage wasn't paying attention. There we go. I love Enlightenment. Enlightenment's one of my favorite new moves to this expansion. Alright. You guys roll on things? I want the head base. I know I won't be able to make it look like my sunglasses, but I care not. Alrighty. Couple of tackles. Feels good. Not getting any crits, jeez. There we go. Alright. Let's see if I get lucky and get more gear from each of these treasure coffers. Nope. No such luck. Alrighty. Let me put that on real quick. Joining the battle. Is he gonna stop there or is he gonna go further? He's going further, okay. Let me do this because I don't think I'm gonna have enough runway for my twin snakes here. There we go. Also, any career monks that happen to be in chat, if you want to throw some pointers my way, I would be pretty grateful. Granted, I know I could look up some of this stuff myself, but kind of in the middle of something if you haven't noticed. I don't think I'm gonna have my oh, I might have elixir field for it's gonna be weird not having elixir field basically showing up on cooldown in the next expansion. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that in particular. Playing Joker. Okay. Oh yeah, I already have that. Okay. What about these hands of casting? Okay. Feel bad for the healer and the tank, but you know, it is what it is. Yang looks really weird with the headdress, but I can't glamour it until I get out of this place. Now refresh that. Yeah. Next one, I need to come around to the back again. Refresh, demolish. We do that. Ooh, ow, I got hit by that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I'm in the middle of a fight, buddy. Not right now, because I'm in the middle of a fight. Uh-oh. Ooh. That one actually came a lot closer to me than I would have liked. Oh. Oh, I didn't throw out Brotherhood. I'm like, wow, that's actually coming along a lot slower than I thought it was going to. I'm so glad that shoulder tackle's gonna be on. In the sense that I hate that I look at it and I'm like, oh, I should probably use it on cooldown so that I can do more damage. Now at least my gap closer and maybe the gap maker will not require so much. Oh, I'm letting that drop. That's no good. Padow. What we got? Yes. Nice. Healer's getting at least a little, I suppose. So I'm got my prayers getting answered. I'm getting all this gear. Placing my chest piece will be nice. I really want the freaking bracelets. That would probably be best. Oh, bracelet offending it had to be, huh? I'll wait for the next one, because the next one has at least a little bit bigger and I can pop it a lot earlier. It should be back by the time we get around. So, you know, my internal concept of time is all wacky. Really pull it back? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. And for sure, I'll pop this. What does Brotherhood do beyond... Ah, increases damage dealt. Okay. So yeah, definitely worth. I think with 3, it's not worth it anymore. But I could, in theory, dot them all. And that would make it somewhat worth it. Been just on the flank. Okay, let's see. Maiming boots. Ending. Grimoire. Killing again. Oh, I'm not gonna go down there. Until I've equipped my chest piece so I'm not dragging the party down with lower damage that doesn't need to be done. Last boss. I just realized I still don't have arm's length on my hotbar. I'm gonna have to do this manually a bit. Well, not actual manually, but you know what I mean. Yay! I had a charge of shoulder tackle. That made that so much worth. Good. What's this one? Oh, that's the one where we gotta go to this. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh, that was heart attack material right there. For a second, I was just like, oh no, I'm the one who messed up. And then I realized, no, 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 it was the healer. I'm good. I'm good, bro. We good, fam. Ah, she still got poisoned despite. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oof. Almost at 20,000 on that. Back the heck up, healer. Good. Back together this time. Yeah. Man, it likes to pick on the healer today. Got that around time. 23k on the monk. Now I was gonna get hit by 4. No, not necessarily, but. And there's the bracelet I wanted. That's nice. I'm over 400. Fear and aiming. Okay. So that was worth the break. So what's up, buddy? What did you need to show me now that I'm done with the... You forgot it? All right. So, well, not too far. Let's do that. Because my squadron is all done, and I want to make sure that I look good because I don't want to look piecemeal. There we go. Now we're all together. Oh. No, not quite. I didn't set it as my main set. Now we're all... I would like probably to replace the boots and the hands and the belt from Ravel, but it's probably not worth. Turn all this stuff in. Oh, I'm just about to cap, aren't I? Oh no, not quite. Got just a smidgen left to go. Alright. We'll leave it at that. Let me talk to my squadron and then we'll head back and keep going down the storyboard. What? I can send them out for the one mission I need them to be out on. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, I dropped. Okay. Really close. Let's yeah, let's do some mind and tactics training on this next one. Because that'll balance it a certain way and hopefully knock it out. Alright. With that, let's teleport back to... No, not Raktika. There we go, Twine. I would love to go back to Raktika. That's not where I need to be going right now. Oh boy. Now at least I'm all geared up and not feeling like I'm struggling with damage via my eye level. To be fair, probably that weapon I could probably make use of. But I think I'll hold off on that for now. I overshot him again, didn't I? I know I did. Oof. I apologize, I'm still super tired. I already talked this stuff, so I don't need to talk it again. So, rough file. I want to sand it. Yes, wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish next time along to finish the job. Yeah, I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can probably move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the hills of Amber, you see, but after a certain point, they dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then the Navath Empire struck upon the idea of Talos, which which they had seen work abroad. At the great expense, the Nabath brought the Mistel engineers who specialized in Talos here to the hills, and wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right back up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining tales of fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 17 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore. Oh, actually, hold on. Now think about something. I'm gonna have to go about that tomorrow. Anyway, oh, thanks, Astrid, for the like. Let's see. It was 17 years ago that the last of them, the folks at the Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. There's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do before we're out of here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests in the tracks you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. Creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Alrighty. Kind of glad when I came through here on Kisara, I was on Black Mage, so I don't have to worry about positionals. Oh my god, this is a pain. At least not on here. Let's see. Nice punches. And there's the last one. The rest of them must be like really far north because the only other one is in the mountain over there, which I can get to, but just not at this moment. Can you actually see from where he is? He might be able to. Possibility. I think he might be a little bit further east to be able to see, but not terrible. Back we go. Let's see if I go in there, I think. I'll hit that up. Okay, no. There's a partway part. Alright, Derek. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Not that I can get it started again, though, as I said. The only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted, the car fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first words was trolley. Well, trolley. Damn it, and those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from dangers. Didn't help in the end. The Sineaters got the boy, but isn't that always the way? The child has always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted trails and broken cars. And all was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. You know what? I kind of want to go get that one Aether Current because it's going to be kind of out of my way later. Okay. Over this way through here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's kind of interesting how one of the Aether Currents is literally underground. Okay, not quite literally underground, as you can see. But it's in a place that's literally unreachable from this side without flying. Alright. 750 yalms to the southwest. A good golly gosh ways away. Probably take that work to live and live to work because I know that's going to be a mini quest that I'm going to need to do to unlock flying later. But let's continue with the main story quest because I won't be able to fly anyway until the dungeon's done. So, what do we do next? I don't know. I'm really freaking tired this week. My brain's still kind of like mush. I know I said that yesterday, but I didn't get much recovery for the day today. It's unfortunate. I hope I can recover over the weekend, but it is what it is. You're over here. Hey, Dirk. You alright, buddy? Nice work out there. Now you know the story of the trolley, which won't do you much good without the Talos, though. But if there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you it if you like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. And there's a person out there that has a quest. You know what? Let's go grab it. No, let's actually do some of these side quests. I bet you it will be worth the trouble. See, someone will go by to secure the bodies. I mean, rescue them. Would absolve me from blame. Okay, sure. Why not? Let's see. I know you guys are further up ahead, but I don't care. What we're gonna do, we're probably gonna teleport over to the other side, and teleport back. We can do some of these side quests, so we can fly as soon as possible. Oh, while I'm over here, because I'm definitely further south. I have a feeling it's on the other side of that. Hold on. Aether currents. How many more do I have left? Only 2. So yeah, it makes sense they're on the other side of that. Ah. There you are. There it is. I say, you should be tethering by now. Go away. Alright. Oh, I missed the wrong button. I's that tired tonight. Alive? Can it be true? But it is too early to celebrate. The youngest of our group is still missing. Please, you must find him. I will wait for you outside of the ruins in case you need help carrying whatever is left of the poor boy. Alrighty. Go this away. Punchy, 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 punch. Phew, does that kind of near this experience? Can't wait to tell them the story. But first, shall we make a history cheat? Yes. Oh. We'll start something else down here. Eventually. That was painful sounding. I kind of thank you enough for saving us, but how did you know we were here? Running away turned out to be the best choice. Not only did he escape, but he sent for help too. If he had tried to rescue us himself, we would probably all be dead by now. Better to run away and scavenge another day, yes? Must remember to thank him. Alright, so let's head over to Mordsuk. So we can pick up that other one. Then we'll head back to right. Okay. Yep. Gengen is even more fidgeting than usual. Wasn't Gengen on the other side too? Anyway. Greetings, friend. You like helping people, yes? Maybe you can help me too. You see, my son Gungun makes me very proud, but very worried. He works very hard, too hard for his own good. He follows orders, yes, follows them until someone tells him to stop. This is very dangerous, bad for his health. I need you to speak to him, persuade him to rest. He should be near the Red Serai, probably leaving no stone unturned in his search for relics. Please tell him his father orders him to stop. Okay. Cool. All the way to the flip up there? Let's see how much still triggers. I know it's supposed to be 10 levels over, but maybe they are a little nicer with just 8. Considering it's only 10 levels of difference here. There. In that corner, probably is where he is. There he is. Alright. Search the nooks, search the crannies, high, search low. Oh, sorry, didn't I see you there? Are you lost? My father said I must rest? That will not do. No, I will stop, but not yet. Sometimes I need to show I need something to show for my efforts. All this scrabbling and all this searching, still no shinies. You came all the way to tell me to stop, but if I refuse, your job will not be finished, will it? That will not do either. Wait, I have an idea. If you help me find shinies, my job will be over, and your job will be over, and we can rest, and I can rest. Simple, yes? Look under that rubble and find whatever needs to be found. Maybe it'll be valuable, maybe not. Either way, let us keep searching until we at least get one shiny. Oh no. Can't catch a shiny Pokemon to save my life. I don't know what you want from me, dude. I've only seen one in my entire life and I accidentally killed it in the main game. And in Pokemon Go, I've only seen 2. I've caught both of them, but every time it was with a particular person. So weird. See? Yep, as I thought. No shinies for me. Signet ring. Well, it's my lucky day. I'll take it as a sign. See, what did you find? Not more rubble, I hope. What's it say? Untold years spent buried in sand and rubble has done little to tarnish this exquisitely crafted piece of jewelry. Oh, this looks very special. Such pretty patterns. I've never seen one like this before. But how much is it worth? I'm an expert at finding shinies, not a historian. Perhaps we should ask someone. Once we sell it, we'll divide the profits between us. Thanks for the like there, Fjordkan. We worked as a team, so half of you, half for me. Fair is fair. Any more unlock? Just don't want to go back to the other side without being done. Okay. 2 more and then the one main story quest one. I don't see anything. So we must be done for now. Okay. Let me head back over to right. No, not right. Wrong. Very, very wrong. What am I doing? Twine. We don't need to head all the way down. No more. Alright, dude. Let's see your stupid Talos thing. Can't jump through here? Beams are huge, though. What are you gonna say? Thou art come to examine the Talos. I am come to do something. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. Though mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. It is true. But here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. Will likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it for me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is a host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well then? To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth the creature of living stone, the Debitage. I'm full sure am I that the stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Very good. I shall have Thancredum and Philia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in the Talos. Thus I would ask you to provide 3 stones from the Debitage. How do you pronounce that? Debitage? Debitage. Let's see. Yeah, Debitage. Okay, Debitage. Lithic remains and discards found at sites where stone tools and weapons were made. Alright, Debitage. Debitage! We learned a new word. Aye. Now we must go kill things to get more Debitage. Those stone things are not They're called Debitage! How did I miss that? What the hell? One fragment. There's another one over there. I don't know why I did that. I was already in the stance I needed to get twin snakes going. I am a fool. Guess we'll take that one that's further down that away. That's the one that's on the mini map right there. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's up here. Ha ha ha. We have our debitage. Let us vroom vroom back. Vroom vroom vroom. Tancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the repainting supplies we require. Did thou succeed in procuring some stone from the debitage? Debitage. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Tancred and Minfilia's return. From end to end, the paths by which aether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange. The course refuses to stir. I fear the condition of the Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through the man's veins, so doth the core of ether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing it was the heart that was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out the way they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. All right. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Whammy bar. He's so terrible. He wanted to keep it from us. Hope Jarek doesn't get in trouble for what happened. Trying to kick on Urianger though. Though the Talos yet wants for a beating heart, it would appear thine efforts were not for naught. Ahahaha, Titan bronze weapon coffer. Something a little bit more useful. Right then, the Talos. Their hearts cannot be made best out of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of the Talos' bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. It was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to hear it from Thaf or someone else. Well, bugger me. Back to the tavern then. I was gonna say you first, but apparently you're too lazy to do it. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? God damn, Jarek! You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing as you made such quick progress in fixing the talus and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends. I'll tell you what you want to know. Please be voice acted. I need some break. More than likely not. I don't think it gets voice acted until the next part. Never mind. Heavy, heavy. The only question I had was, did she die instantly at the very least from the rubble, or... Lost his son, lost his wife. Yeah, no, he's... Sorry. The grave, of course. Why? Where else would he have gone? The only thing I feel... I can't speak to what he's gone through, but for him to be drinking in front of her grave, I feel like is a real big slight, and I need to smack him up. I got the growl right. Interesting, it's almost Scottish, but not quite. You don't get to tell me what to do. Luckily, because he's here, he doesn't have to show how he knows. Julie. Julie and Agna. Agna. Fair enough. I mean, this doesn't look like a place you could get alcohol very easily, so yeah. Fair enough. When did you get, like, smash drunk on purpose? Oh, we've lost a mighty few. His wife is not his flesh and blood, I'm gonna tell you. You don't appreciate much in its time. This is kind of just the way life is. It's kind of a I need that line screenshotted for later. Because apparently we suck at climbing mountains. Again, I'm going to reference Oscar from Ruby here. It's almost very eerie that Salem, whenever she looks at Oscar now, all she could say is Ozma. Not that it was Ozpin, not an Oscar, doesn't matter. It's boy or Ozma, my Ozma. She has not let go, where Thangrid at least has dabbled in it. To be fair, Minfilia has not had another name, so what is the point? Welp. Wish there was more I could do for you. Really do. But after Agnes' accident, there's no one allowed near the mines. Let me see like this. Full well do I know. Sorry. Deeper. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must procure a new heart for the Talos. Staff, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all the veins were tapped dry years ago. So, suppose if you really want to try, you might find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before the Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite that deep. If you when you get there, look for Guthjong. Tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. An assistance, most appreciated. Yang, I think it's best Thancred joins thee in thy search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil, and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. So instead, we're gonna poke the hornet's nest. Let's go! Where the bugger is he? There he is. Leaning up against the wall like he's oh so cool, and he's been an asshole the entire time. Off to somewhere, are you? At last, a lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Alright. I am definitely using the weapon coffer because that is now nearly 10 item levels above what I've got. How does it look? Out of curiosity. Ooh. Not that I can glamour them right now, but Can I dye these? I can. What do they look like when they're dyed? Honey yellow. I think I still like taking these and running with them. Can't do anything about them right now. A convenient distraction. Thancred is tired of waiting around. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. Can only hope that the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvi's Leavings was to the south, was it? What's it going? I got a bike. You wanna ride, bitch? Let's go! Oh, sorry. The bike I got is not the one that lets you ride, bitch. So yeah, go ahead. Oh, hello. I just noticed the other one. The beam. Have you seen a charm like this before? I found it among the stones and brought from the mine. A lot of the workers wear these for good luck, and I expect whoever lost it will wonder where it went. First time I've seen one made out from a cat's eye, so the owner shouldn't be hard to track down. I'd go looking for them myself, but I've got too much to do here. Would you be able to go to my place? The graveyard keeper is quite knowledgeable about charms and whatnot, so it might be worthwhile asking him. Graveyard keeper is... Okay, I was gonna say a good ways away from the graveyard, but apparently not. I just don't have good positional awareness right now. What's that you have there? Made from the precious stone known as cat's eye, rather than an actual feline eyeball, which would be a poor choice for a variety of reasons. A little bit. A little bit. Oh yes, cat's eye charms like this were once used to ward off misfortune. The tradition began in the Church of the First Light, and the gem represents their patron deity. Even though no one follows that old religion anymore, some of its customs remain, especially among miners. You don't see many this exquisite, though. Seem to remember the fellow with an eye patch kept a similar charm around his neck. Might even be the exact same one. I never caught his name, but he's not hard to miss. Last I saw of him, he was leaving for Nuvi's Leavings with some others. What a coinky dink! I'm heading that way too! Hey, Thancred! Stop! Ride bitch now! I got the right bike for you to ride bitch! Just, keep your legs away from the heated pipes. You'll be fine. I almost read that as Thirsty Mole instead of Thistle Mole. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, wee, sloop. Are you one-eyed? Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice you were there. What do you want? This yours? Where did you get this? Gods, how could I have been so careless? Thanks for the like there, Sultan. Sultan Wong. It was all my sister left behind before she... Look, I'd rather not talk about it. I appreciate you bringing this back to me. It means a lot. So where does that leave us in the Aether Current game? 2 more findables to go. 2 more quest ones to go. So there should be 1 more quest one somewhere. Probably when we finish up what we're doing right now. Ah, there he is. Thancred. The way you described it, I was expecting this place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Though we should probably hear what Guthjong has to say before we celebrate. Assuming we can find him, that is. Are you sure he's not over there with the rest of the... Okay. Very well. Megalobat! Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Why was I was afraid of something while we were back here doing stuff. Not afraid, but I was just like, when we first came through here, I felt like I need to avoid a lot of things, and it doesn't seem like I have to avoid all that much now. Tancred? Is this our man? I don't know. Guthjohn is his name's floating over his head. At least that's what I say. See. Hmm? Who are you? And what are you doing here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site's not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The one you're looking for is Leonin. All the Talos of the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Were, at least. Anyway, what's left, if anything, is too far below to be as safe yet. The deepest reaches of the mine, we used Talos to keep pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine's closed off. Then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of Leonin that might have been overlooked. Suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found a Volbert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Volbert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You have a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. Seems we have our work cut out for us, Yang. Thankfully, I have an idea of how we might hurry things along. I'm sure you noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning that it'll be much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these sun drops. They make the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in, and I handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Or maybe there just used to be more of these things around? You search the shadows but find nothing. The gold piece lies elsewhere. Take this dark shadow and then we'll have to go back. Search shadows but find nothing. Have to search elsewhere. The dead end, this has gotta be it. The gnome's asleep? Oh, they must have hit it with a sleep spell. Do that very often anymore. At least I don't use it very often anymore, I'll tell you that much. As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Volbert gold piece! Ah, bitch, it's mine! Only if you can catch me, you can make me care. If you can catch me, you'll make me care, but until then, I keep running. Tancred, we won't need you to retrace my steps because I'm just that good. I was hoping he dropped a gold piece somewhere close to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Or maybe she is. Yours, at least. In the end, my contribution was a little more than poor company. Well, I couldn't have done it without your sun drops. So you say, but you've proven a knack for success regardless of circumstances. I very much doubt that I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Korthan wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louisoix, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. I had chosen to pursue arcane arts rather than espionage. Had I chosen to pursue arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect ones dear to me, then and see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now, let's hurry and see that return to Guthron. The sooner we get back to Urianger and Mephilia, the better. You're back. Wait, does that mean? I found your stupid gold thingier. Worthless to me. I'll be damned. You actually found it. Well, the deal's a deal. Don't think this means you'll find what you're after. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. No, my dark sight. How will I see my way out without my dark sight? Alright. Could have been faster, I wonder. Suppose give or take about the same. I hoped you waited for the sun drops to wear off. They work wonders in the dark, but in the light day they'll only bring you pain. Well, I guess it's a good thing that they ran out right when we left, so... Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. First, you have to ask, have you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though. I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through the cracks and crevices where we could never hope to reach. But on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up Leonine in mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option is to send him up to suicide, so how can we draw out these rockworms? Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines, and you'll flush them out in no time. Once out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on the account of what little they're likely to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. You should split up over to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these three areas on your map, I'll see to the parts in between them. And away we go. I'm so very curious about the stuff we're going to see in Endwalker sometimes. What are the three parts of my map? Okay. Since it really don't matter. I think this is what it was. And I think it's because I was probably under leveled at the time. Relatively, anyway. Oh. I just have to put the smoke bombs down, and I guess I go back around again to... Well, that's boring. I like the sound. It's almost like when you're really fitting a fidget spinner or something like that. The psst of like the bearings grinding gives me a little bit of mental peace of mind. I know, check out. I could do it this way too. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. All right. Maybe after this particular one, we'll finish up. At least at this rate, I think I'll be able to finish the main ShadowBringers story before Endwalker comes out. May even be able to, you know, bugger out even more. Alrighty. Hello. Round 2. I think I remember why I kind of feared this stuff. It wasn't quite fear, it was more just like, oh my god, I want to focus on only one thing, and fighting more than one thing at the time, it freaking hurts my brain pace. My brain case with all this stuff. Beautiful. Going this way. Let's punch things. I was able to hit it right between the two. I had been out of battle for just the split second. That split second seemed to be long enough. Over here and some rubble over there. Perfection. 4 of 4. I mean, 4 of 7. Good, I was going to back up before the next one came out. I thought. That was my problem. I was thinking. Yeah, that time I did that on purpose so I can time it with that. Last one all the way the F over there. There we go. Done and done. Ugh. Tired. 10 o'clock. Somewhere. Definitely here. There you are. You find anything promising? Between the two of you, I say you go out the guard the hall. Let's get comfortable, friends. This is going to take me a bit of time to sift through all this. I don't remember much about Artman Philly, to be fair. Not your finest hour, to say the least. Far be it from her to do so. Pretty sure that I am. Lady Luck likes me a lot. I promise. How do you know? Uh-oh. Dun dun dun! Start digging, but be safe about it. Silver piece, I don't need the die. I wouldn't believe it if I'd not seen it for myself. Before you set to the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years he believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. We'll take it straight to him. I have my word. Thank you, Guthstone, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. That's really weird. Never seen a minion be so far away from its owner. Oh? That's appropriate. But yeah, let's stop here for tonight because like I said, I'm really tired. And we've gotten some really good progress considering. Probably on Monday we'll finish this up. Get through the dungeon. Probably push through to not Yulmore per se, but Colusia. Let me take this. Hey, could you perhaps help me? As you no doubt noticed, most of Twine's minor are Lorenzo. There's a Mistalent, though, and he's the only of his kind in the whole town. His name's Keysat. A bit of a loner, always digging by himself in places where you'll be lucky to find a few lumps of coal, never mind gems and such. Well, I often ask him why he doesn't mind in the same spots as the rest of us, but he never gives me a proper answer. I dare say he would be more inclined to speak with an outsider, though. If you can get the truth out of him and see if anything's the matter, I'll put my mind at ease. Yeah, I'm tired. It's already past 10, so we'll just cut it a little bit early. Nothing absolutely nutsoid, but definitely on Monday we'll try and get to the dungeon for sure. Hopefully by the end of the week we'll have finished. Yeah, we'll have hopefully by the end of the week-ish we'll have finished the proper ShadowBringers. Maybe at the very least made it down to the ocean floor. And this is making me scared for how much time I asked off for Endwalker. I don't think it will be enough. But then again, I'm giving it 2 hours or so every night. Every weeknight where I will be giving it a full 8 hours the first day, at least a good 2 to 4 hours the next day, another 2 to 4 the next, another 8 hours and another 8 hours, at minimum, if not more. So I probably shouldn't worry that much about it. But until next time, I hope you guys follow me around on the social medias and all that other jazz. Make sure that, you know, I'm very appreciative of your likes and all that other jazz, but make sure you follow as well so you get notified whenever I get streaming again. Subscribe and all that jazz. That way you get, you know, more of me, stuff that you're at least enjoying if you don't outright like. But either way, you guys have been 10 out of 10 with me, and I will see you guys come Monday for some more Final Fantasy XIV ShadowBringers rewatching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, morning, evening, wherever you are.